A very good morning and a warm welcome to all for this inauguration ceremony of the International Conference on Green Energy 2023, organized by AISSMS College of Engineering, Pune, under the aegis of Western Regional Chapter of Solar Energy Society of India. On behalf of the entire organizing team, I, Sneha Khedekar, would first of all like to express my deep gratitude to Shri Maloji Raje Chhatrapati, Honorary Secretary AISSM Society, and other dignified members of AISSM Society, as well as all the office bearers of Solar Energy Society of India for their encouragement to conduct this conference. We wholeheartedly welcome the chief guest for today, Dr. Pandit Vidyasagar Sir, ex-Vice Chancellor, Swami Ramanand Tirtha Marathwada University, Nanded, Shri Ajay Patil Sir, Treasurer AISSM Society, Advocate Bhagwan Rao Salunke Sir, Chairman Managing Committee AISSM Society, our Principal Dr. D.S. Bormane Sir, Shri N.P. Maure Sir, Convener, Dr. U.R. Avari Sir, Coordinator, as well as all the respected audience. First of all, I would like to request all the honorable dignitaries on the dais to inaugurate the program by lighting of lamp and paying tribute to our inspiration, Shri Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj and Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaj. I now request Shri Ajay Patil Sir to please felicitate our chief guest for today, Dr. Vidyasagar Sir. I now request our Principal Dr. D.S. Bormane Sir to please address the audience.
Thank you, Sneha. Good morning, one and all. Good morning. Yeah, that's the energy. Respected Honorable Dr. Pandit Vidyasagar sir, Chief Guest of today's inaugural function of International Conference on Green Energy. Respected Sri Ajay Patil sir, Treasurer AISSMS Society, Advocate Sri Bhagwan Rao Salunke sir, Chairman Managing Committee AISSMS Society, Mr. Mavale, convener of this conference, Dr. Avari, all heads of department, faculty members, participants from different locations, online and offline, and dear students. I am very happy to be here on this inauguration function of green energy. Since our college is having local chapter of SESI, Society of Energy, and under this chapter and with the help of or in association with SESI, IST, IT, we are conducting this conference. Before going to the details of this conference, let me, sir very well know about the AISSMS as well as AISSMS Society and college. He has visited in different capacity, and I am very happy to share you, since we always mention during speech our college is accredited with NAC A+, college got best college award under urban category. At that time, sir was the chairman for that visiting committee, and he seen all the entire processes, and based on that the committee has assessed the various colleges, and comparatively we are doing better and better. That's why we got that opportunity. So during that time sir has visited, and sir we have improved a lot later on also, because you have given some suggestion at the time of the visit, so you should focus here on this. I'm very happy to share, sir, we have improved a lot, and of course credit goes to our Secretary Malajiraj Chhatrapati sir, Joint Secretary Sri Shinde sir, Ajay Patil sir, Bhagwan Rao Salunke sir. All they are continuously supporting, motivating us to do various activities. And you know, sir, you see the new education policies, now the silos between various disciplines and all, they are going to be vanished, and there is a lot of scope for multidisciplinary activities, which we are already doing. In our institute, we are following various activities, and it's not bare only the teaching learning process, but we are emphasizing or giving more stress for the holistic development of the students. And for that we have various chapters and clubs under which students are performing fantastic. And just I was mentioning here, in order to make aware all the students and faculty members who have taken initiative of green energy awareness or energy awareness, and there was a program which was launched by Swaraj Energy Foundation of IIT Mumbai. Professor Salunke is a coordinator of that, and they have launched one energy awareness training quiz or training program. There are 12 modules, and one has to clear each module once, and after completion they are going to get they are getting the certificate. 4,000 plus total student faculty are registered under that initiative, and of course I congratulate Mavale, he has taken initiative in that direction. And around 2,000 students, faculty, including myself. Why I am mentioning? Because it's a very nice program, and you have to at least spend 3 to 4 hours continuously to complete that. There is a flexibility, you can do at your pace at a time or during the week, and all heads of departments, almost all the teachers and all the students have, I hope most of you might have done. Can you raise your hand, those who are completed the training programs? Very good, good number. Thank you, please. So, because this is the right platform, we are talking about the green energy, but saving energy also sort of a creation of the energy, and that way we are taking initiative in various aspects. And as far as the skill development of the students or overall development of the students, we have different clubs, Bhas, Supra, EP, Cyper, Garudash, where the students from different disciplines, they are coming together, they are working together, and they are doing the protocols and actual models, and then they are participating in the competition. So here also management is supporting a lot, not only morally but financially also, and students are doing, faculty coordinators are coordinating very effectively. So it's a really great pleasure to welcome you all on this international conference on green energy. As we gather here today, we embark on a critical journey towards a sustainable future, a future that is not only economically prosperous, but also environmentally responsible. That is most important nowadays. And we know that the world is facing a severe energy crisis, and dependence on fossil fuels has led to significant environmental degradation and climate change. And just I was mentioning, sir, they have donated climate clock to our institution because of the large number of participation in that initiative, and we are going to display that on a prominent location, so people will realize the importance of the energy as just when they are going to watch that climate watch. I hope Mavle sir and his team, they have prepared that. They have given all the required accessories, but they have installed here, and that will be one of the good initiative towards the energy saving or energy awareness. And this particular conference is the opportunity to bring together the experts, senior peoples, participants, policymakers, and stakeholders from different locations. People from outside India, they are joining online. Even from out of Maharashtra, they are joining online. Today and tomorrow is divided into two parts. There were more than 150 papers issued, but after critical review and revision and review process, we have shortlisted around 70 papers based on this particular theme, and this will be delivered during these 2 days. And so I appeal all the participants, those are going to present, have interaction with peer colleagues, and have a more brainstorming session. And at the end of this conference, some important suggestions and recommendations are required in this particular direction. And that's why we have taken this green initiative to organize this green energy, because we have to focus more on renewable resources or sources of energy such as solar, wind, hydro, geothermal energy, and that have the potential to meet our energy needs without degrading the environment. And sir, for your information, at our ASSMS campus, we have installed solar panels, which is generated on 250 kilowatt. Madam Borobar, na? I want to correct the figure. And it is meeting our more than 50% need. So we are saving more than 50% electricity, and we are everywhere. We are trying to use the lamp or tubes which are energy friendly and energy saving, and that initiatives we are following, and that we are contributing for this energy saving. So we must also prioritize the energy efficiency measures to reduce the energy consumption and promote sustainable practices. And that's why through that training program, they are given very fantastic modules, how to save the energy and how we are wasting the energy. That I appeal those who are not enrolled or can go through that. That will be fantastic module. And once you see 1 or 2 module, automatically you will complete that. That way he has explained fantastically that energy program. So I believe this conference will provide valuable insights and recommendation to promote the adoption of green energy and sustainable practices, and it will be enable us to identify opportunities for international collaboration, technology transfer, and capacity building. And of course, at various department level also we are following various practices. Wherever possible, we'll try to save the green energy. And again, appeal all the students, they also follow these practices, simple practices. If the fan is not required, put off the fan, or if light is not required, put off the light, because normally you don't bother. फॅन सुरू करून दिला तर चालूच असतो कंटिन्यूस, आपण येत राहतो जात राहतो. सो दिस स्मॉल थिंग also helps lot to save the energy in some way. So coming together make a lot of difference, and having a brainstorming session, and let's work towards a world that is powered by clean, green and renewable energy. So I appeal once again all the participants, don't be just attend for sake of getting certificate, but try to get some input, some knowledge, maybe from your participating. Those who are attending, they can have interaction, have a question answer, so that will help to get more and more inputs among all of you. So once again I congratulate all the authors, those are participating, and welcome all of them. Have a wonderful stay at this campus. I thank Dr. Vidyasagar sir, in spite of his busy schedule, he has taken some time to guide us, to motivate us. He is always a source of inspiration. He always gives very good inputs. Whenever I approach sir, he is always available. खरं तर मी सॉरी म्हणाल पाहिजे सरांना, कारण ऐन वेळेस आम्ही सरांना इन्व्हाइट केलं होतं. आमचा प्लॅन थोडा वेगळा होता, पण त्यात वेळ गेला. In spite of that short duration invitation, he has accepted to come over here to inaugurate and guide all of us. Thank you. Just I will, before going to my place, we have different sessions. There are two sessions online from, one is from Mr. Victor Fay. He is a CEO, General Trees. From USA, he is going to address online, and one is Dr. Oleng Fengshun. He is also a principal engineer at Global Technology Research from South Korea. Two international persons, they are going to give keynote address, and one more from our Dr. K.C. Mohite. He is going to address tomorrow, and one more Dr. Kale sir from CIMET. These four persons are going to give the keynote address. So I appeal all the students, this is a good opportunity, golden opportunity to listen those people. There are two offline and two online, and you have a habit of attending online very, so during pandemic everybody has, you might be missing that experience now, but you can enjoy now through attending this keynote addresses also. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I now request Shri Ajay Patil sir to please address the audience.
नमस्कार. आज आपल्या AISSMS कॉलेज ऑफ इंजिनिअरिंगच्या ग्रीन एनर्जी कॉन्फरन्सच्या उद्घाटन प्रसंगी उपस्थित असलेले डॉक्टर पंडित विद्यासागरजी स्वामी रमानंद तीर्थ युनिव्हर्सिटी नांदेड यांचं मी प्रथम संस्थेच्या वतीने स्वागत करतो, आभार मानतो. तसेच संस्थेचे कारभारी मंडळाचे अध्यक्ष भगवानराव साळुंखे हे या कार्यक्रमात उपस्थित आहेत, त्यांचेही मी स्वागत करतो. तसेच आपले आवारी सर आहेत, प्रिन्सिपल बोरमाने सर आहेत, मावळे सर आहेत, आणि इतर सर्व आपण उपस्थित सर्वजण. सौर ऊर्जा म्हणजे सोलर एनर्जी अक्षय ऊर्जा आहे. अक्षय म्हणजे कधीही न संपणारी ऊर्जा, सूर्यस्रोत जोपर्यंत आहे तोपर्यंत मिळणारी ऊर्जा, ज्यामुळे कोणत्याही प्रकारचे प्रदूषण होणार नाही, हानिकारक वायू रसायने नसलेली अशी ऊर्जा आहे. सर्व सजीव जीवांचे अस्तित्व सौर ऊर्जेमुळे आहे. सूर्य नसेल तर सजीव सृष्टी अस्तित्व शक्य नाही. सौरशक्तीविना आपल्या देशाचे सर्वाधिक लाभ होत आहे, कारण आपल्याकडे जवळपास 10 महिने प्रखर सूर्यप्रकाश असतो, त्यामुळे आपण ही सौर ऊर्जा निर्माण करू शकतो. सध्या उपलब्ध असलेल्या क्षय ऊर्जेचा स्रोत कोळसा, पेट्रोल, डिझेल हे जे की संपणार आहे आणि प्रदूषण करणारे आहे, अशा जागी जागा घेणारे सौर ऊर्जा, वायू ऊर्जा हे अक्षय स्तोत्र आपण वापरले पाहिजे. आपल्या कॉलेजमध्ये आपण ह्याचा वापर अत्यंत प्रभावीपणे करत आहोत. आणि सोलर एनर्जी सोसायटी ऑफ इंडियाचे केंद्रही अतिशय उपयुक्त असे कार्यक्रम हा आहे. आपण सर्वांनी याचा फायदा करून घेतला पाहिजे. तसेच सेसीच्या केंद्राअंतर्गत पश्चिमात्य 10 देशांमध्ये यामध्ये समावेश आहे. आज आपण ही ग्रीन एनर्जीवरती जी परिषद आयोजित केली आहे त्यामधून अनेक संशोधक आपल्या संशोधन सादर करणार आहेत असून भविष्यात या ऊर्जेचा उपयोगासाठी त्यांच्या संशोधनाचा अतिशय फायदा आपल्या सर्वांना होणार आहे. एवढं मी बोलतो आणि या उद्घाटनापासून आपली रजा घेतो. जय हिंद, जय महाराष्ट्र.
Thank you, sir. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce you all to the chief guest for today, Dr. Pandit Vidyasagar sir, ex-Vice Chancellor, Swami Ramanand Tirtha Marathwada University, Nanded. He has done his MSc, PhD in Physics, Biophysics, also a holder of National Merit Scholarship. Formerly, he has been a professor and head of Department of Physics in University of Pune, and also Director, Board of College and University Development in University of Pune. He has participated in a UNESCO project on physics education and edited a book on foundation course in physics. He has worked as an assistant editor of Physics Education Journal published by UGC New Delhi and brought out special issues on biophysics. He has also worked as an associate director for the National Talent Search Program and Kishore Vaigyanik Protsahan Yojana, Government of India. Sir has also been awarded with many awards. To name a few: Vidya Vyas Award 2003 by Vidya Sahakari Bank for significant contribution to teaching and popularization of science. Maharashtra Sahitya Parishad Golden Jubilee Award 2005. G.R. Paranspe Vishesh Granthakar Puraskar for scientific writing. With this, I would like to request Sir to please address the audience.
Okay. Namaskar. On the occasion of this international conference on green energy, dignitaries on the dais, Advocate Salunkhe, Ajit Patilji, Dr. Bormane, Dr. Awari, all teachers, participants, students and friends. It's always a pleasure to visit this institute because this is founded on the thoughts of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj and Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaj. And it is actually imparting education to students coming from Bahujan Samaj. Bahujan is not limited to particular community or caste. Those who are needy are Bahujan. And that thought is actually followed by this institution. There are many bases in this institution because I was witness to that. So I was chairman of the committee for 2-3 times. So I have selected the institute, I have selected the director, I have selected the principal also. So there are many bases over here. So it's always a pleasure to visit such institutes. And so when Dr. Bormane asked me, I thought it is a good opportunity to interact with the students on this very important topic. Friends, as Mr. Patil has already said that energy is a very essential part of our existence itself. Means for biological existence as well as other say kind of existence on this earth. Now for biological existence, you know that the plants are the one who are responsible for that. And plants convert this solar energy into chemical form through photosynthesis, which that ability we don't have. Actually we are the guests to the plant. Plants are the host. So that is one way of doing it. Second is that we want energy for other purposes also, because to make our life comfortable, we have been using energy, and without energy nothing happens. And so you take the example of communication, transport, industry, any example you take and you need energy. And that's why energy is a very important aspect of our life. And naturally in the universe there is abundance of energy, there is no dearth of energy. Means matter is also energy, you know that E is equal to mc square. So matter is also energy, and energy is also there in abundant quantity. But the question is that how much is useful for our work? That is called free energy. We say that the energy available for work, and that is limited, and there is a problem. So earlier what we have been doing, we have been using muscle power to generate energy. It was a biological origin. But later on steam engine came in, Watson actually invented that. Then we started using coal, then oil, and then electricity came into picture. Now all these resources which we have built has its own importance. Means we have tried different ways of producing energy. And that is how we are actually using the energy for that. And in around 80 or 90, there was a scarcity of oil. And then people thought that, okay, these resources are limited, they are getting depleted fast, so we should have the alternative. And that is why unconventional energy sources or non-conventional energy sources came into picture. And then we started talking about solar energy, we started talking about wind energy, and tidal energy, and many other forms we have been trying. But the question is that how much we can produce, that is the problem. And if you look at it, that still we are mostly dependent on fossil fuels, gas or oil. These are the two major resources which we are using. And that is why energy production, utilization, distribution, these are the problems. And everywhere what is happening, that we are losing energy to a large extent. Means in transmission, you know that, there is a transmission loss. We want to reduce that. So efforts are being made in that direction. Recently there was a news that we can have a wireless transmission, because if you transmit energy through wire, then there are many losses. But can we transmit it in a wireless form? There are many advantages of it. Because suppose you produce solar energy on on some isolated land, then how to bring it into the mainland? To use wires is very tedious form, but if you can transmit it wireless, then you can do that. Another problem which we are facing is of storage. Because you know that electricity, whatever electricity is produced, we have to use it instantly. You cannot store it. And so we have to do load management and all kinds of things. Can we store the energy? If we can store it for a longer time and use, then it's okay. We can store it, but that is a very minute form. The batteries and cells which we are using, they have very minor capacity or less capacity. We need higher capacity storages. Now efforts are being made in that direction also. Recently there was a news, yesterday only in the newspaper, that people are trying to produce the batteries which can last for thousands of years. If it happens, it is a good thing, because it will save a lot of manufacturing batteries also, and it will also help to reduce the depletion of the resources. So these efforts are going on. Then what is the problem? Problem is that when we produce energy, when we utilize energy, transmit energy, then we are doing a lot of harm to the earth. That harm is in the form of pollution, in the form of depletion, as well as you are talking about global warming, climate change and those kind of things. So now we are talking about green energy. So that is why green energy. We need energy, we can produce energy, but we need green energy. Why? Because if we keep on producing energy in this fashion, what will happen? The earth will not remain habitable. The famous scientist Stephen Hawking has said that if we go on like this, or the present processes we are following, then we cannot stay on this earth after 100 years. So 100 years is the time. And that's why people have started seriously thinking about green energy. So green energy is a challenge. It is not challenge for development, but it is challenge for the existence. If we succeed, we will exist. If we don't succeed, we may not exist. So that important this problem is. And that is why this green energy concept is very important. Now in this green energy concept, what is happening? Why do we need energy? Because energy is directly related to development. If you look at the different nations in the world, then most developed nations will use the maximum energy. Like USA up till now was using 30% of the energy available on the earth. Now that is shifting towards China. So next 20-25 years, the demand for the energy will go up like anything. Means China will be the first country which will be using highest amount of energy. That is 3,700 millions of oil ton equivalent. That is China will be using. How much US will be using? 2,100. And India is about 1,500. But demand will go up. And we have to fulfill this demand, because unless we fulfill, we cannot progress. So development is related to that. You know that earlier there was a effort to see that whether there is any intelligent species in the universe, where any intelligent species does exist in the universe. So question was how to detect. And then there was one proposition that if we can find out that they are using more energy than what we are using, then they are more developed. So that can be one parameter. So energy is directly related to development. So one way we are talking about development, another side is the side of destruction. So we have to balance these two sides, and that's why green energy. Now what are the different ways of getting the green energy? Of course with non-conventional energy resources. Now people are talking about nuclear energy also. Recently there was an experiment where the fusion, they were able to carry out the experiment where fusion was carried out. Fusion gives a lot of energy, but it may not be a clean energy, because there will be a problem of nuclear waste. And nuclear waste is very dangerous, because it remains there for thousands of years, because half-life is very large. And that is why we have to think about solar energy, we have to think about wind energy. But using solar energy also is not many times convenient. And that's what people are thinking. They are thinking that we have to use hydrogen as a fuel instead of the oil, because it doesn't produce any substances which are harmful to the climate. Because when hydrogen is burned, water is formed. So it may not be harmful. But to produce hydrogen is not easy, because we have to do through electrolysis. Now for electrolysis we have to supply energy. So we should actually gain more energy than we put into it, and that is not happening right now. So we have to work on that aspect, that how we can make this particular process profitable. Now of course people are trying other ways also. You know that about plant. Now plants, we talked about photosynthesis. But when water is split in plant, what happens? There is a hydrogen ion which is produced. Now of course that is used for the energy derivation and formation of ATP and other kind of things. But there is a little portion where the hydrogen is evolved. Now scientists are trying to enhance that component through photosynthesis. So if you can take algae and use it for hydrogen production, many experiments have been done on that. Now that is the interesting thing, is that if you deprive it of sulfur, then more hydrogen is produced. But then photochemical reaction is affected. If photochemical reaction is affected, the plants will become weak because they don't get food. So again you reverse that process, supply the sulfur, then again they will do photosynthesis, again they will replenish, again you use them for hydrogen production. So that kind of experiment is also going on. And people have done it successfully, but there is a question of efficiency, that how much efficiency you get. But now there is another way to get efficiency enhances, to do mutation. You know, now we can do genetic modification. And if you can get a mutant which can do it, produce hydrogen with more efficiently, then the problem may be solved. So there are many ways people are thinking. India also has undertaken a great project, you know, the hydrogen production. So in that also there are three categories. Means we have grey hydrogen, we have blue hydrogen, and we have green hydrogen. So grey and blue hydrogen, they will produce some kind of carbon, say, products as output. So it is not completely green. But if we use photovoltaic energy to do electrolysis and produce hydrogen, it will be a green hydrogen. And that is the effort which we are making. And this is our future. And that is why I feel that students should be aware about this, because there are many opportunities in this. Now this is a multidisciplinary subject, because there are economical aspect, there is a social aspect, there is a instrumental aspect, there is a scientific aspect, there is a technological aspect. All aspects are there. And that is why this subject is very important, and I congratulate organizers for having conference on this very important topic. There are many other groups in Pune, they are also working. The other day I was with the Prerana Society. So they have launched a lecture series online. So that is available for students also. So you may get information from other resources also. But what I feel is that national education policy provides you an opportunity to explore different areas which may not be directly connected to your studies. But nowadays, you know that multidisciplinary approach is very essential to address a particular problem. Because up till now we were thinking in terms of only our own subject or our own branch or our own specialization. So I am a physicist, I need not know biology. That is not on now. I have to know it. I have to know what is happening in chemistry. I have to know what is happening in engineering. And if I have that knowledge, then I can use it advantageously for addressing a problem. And all the problems in future, in India and all over the world, are of multidisciplinary nature. Take an example of water management. If you take this water management, it has all the aspects. It's a multidisciplinary topic. So similarly, there will be many problems which environmental problem, climatic problem, food problem, even social management problem. Any problem you take, it is multidisciplinary in nature. And that is why students will have to inculcate that kind of attitude. You will be strong in your own subject. It doesn't mean that jack of all trades. No. You should have your own ability in your own subject. But then you should know what is happening around, so that you can use your knowledge effectively to address that problem. And that will produce you a lot of opportunities in future. Because nowadays people say that, okay, employment is going on, there are no jobs, there are no opportunities. It is not true. Opportunities are there, but we are not gearing ourselves to get that. And that is very essential, and that will be actually the future of not only India, but of the world. And on that count, I feel that this conference will give you a new kind of a direction in your thinking. And I feel that you take the maximum advantage of it, because this is in hybrid mode. There will be many experts who will be coming and talking about on this subject, and that will be a great opportunity for you to learn a new area or get introduced to the new area. So I again congratulate organizers, and thank you for inviting me to address this problem. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for enlightening us all on the importance of green energy as well as various aspects and the opportunities that are available in the same, especially for our young generation. With this, now I would like to call upon Dr. U.R. Awari, sir, to present vote of thanks.
I, Dr. U.R. Awari, on behalf of ASMS College of Engineering, Pune, extend very heartily vote of thanks to our chief guest, Dr. Pandit Vidyasagar sir, for sparing his valuable time and enlightening us with his knowledge and expertise. I am also thankful to Sri Ajay Patil and Advocate Bhagwan Rao Salunke, ASMS Society, for constantly radiating a source of energy with us. Solar Energy Society of India and all the member for their supports. Also, I thanks to our respected principal, Dr. D.S. Bormani sir, for his constant guidance. Conveyor, Dr. Nitin Maude, for his effort, and entire organizing team of very motivated and dedicated people. I extend my special gratitude to you respected audience for paying your valuable attention. At the last, I also thankful to the sponsorer for this international workshop, international conference. Now I declare the session to be over. Thanks once again.
I request the audience to please be seated. We will be starting with the next session immediately.